One of the most anticipated Megas is making its Pokemon GO debut in Raid Day this weekend, Saturday, July 27th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. That is a 6-hour Raid Day for Mega Lucario in Pokemon GO. This is going to be a fantastic event. In this video, we're going to go over all the event details, plus what the new move update means for both Mega Lucario in raids and Lucario in PvP, plus some top counters. So let's jump right into it, starting with the bonuses, where we are going to see Mega Lucario taking over all the gyms in the area during this raid day. We are also going to receive up to 5 additional free raid passes from spinning photo discs in gyms, an increased chance to encounter a shiny Lucario, so that's a 1 in 10 chance, 1.5 times more XP from raid battles. That's a new one. We haven't had that in raid days, at least not the raid days that I've participated in the last couple years, and an increased chance to get Rare Candy XL from in-person raid battles. And then the remote raid limit will be increased to 20 from Friday, July 26th at 5 p.m. to Saturday, July 27th at 8 p.m. So that Rare Candy XL there from in-person raid battles, a little bit of an incentive to go out and do the in-person ones over just doing those 20 remotes for the day. And there is right now a $5 USD ticket available in the in-game store or the web shop. If you buy it in the web shop, you are also going to get this Lucario mask with it. You'll get early access to that. If you don't buy it in the web store and you buy it in the in-game shop, then you'll get the other bonuses, but you won't get this mask. You'd have to wait and buy that in the in-game shop later. So web store might be a better way to go here, but the other bonuses you're going to get, regardless of where you purchase it, will be 8 additional raid passes from spinning photo discs at gyms. So that's on top of the other 5 free ones. You also get an increased chance to get Rare Candy XL from raid battles, and also 1 guaranteed Rare Candy XL from catching Lucario. I originally thought this was a typo and that they meant 1 Candy XL for Lucario, but they have doubled down on it in a Twitter post here and clarified that if you are below level 31 and cannot get Rare Candy XL, then you will get 1 guaranteed Rare Candy from catching Lucario. That is a pretty nice bonus if you plan on doing a lot of raids, especially if you are over level 31 and are getting the Rare Candy XL. And then you're also going to get 3 times more XP from raid battles and 2 times Stardust from raid battles. So a lot of XP to be had here during this event. I see level 60 on the horizon. There's so many XP bonuses that have been coming lately. I know they're common with the Ultra unlocks, but even before that, there was a ton of them. I'm pretty sure level 60 is coming. All right, now let's talk about how useful Lucario will be in Pokemon GO, or specifically Mega Lucario. So here's the stats on screen right now. As you can see, it maintains that fighting steel typing. And in terms of attack, it has 310, defense 175, stamina of 172, and a max CP of 4,325. So as you can see, similar to Lucario, very attack weighted here. Not a ton on defense and stamina, but that whopping 310 for attack is very nice. And it does mean Mega Lucario is going to take the top fighting type raid attacker spot, and it will take that spot whether or not it has the new legacy fast move Force Palm. It did have access to counter, well, not it, but Lucario did have access to counter before, which is almost as good for raids. So if you've already got a Lucario that's good and has counter, you don't necessarily need to use an elite TM to get Force Palm on it. It will still be the #1 fighting type counter in your arsenal. Now, as a steel type, it doesn't do much. I mean, fighting can take down everything that steel can except for fairies, and Mega Lucario being a fighting type and steel type means it's going to take that neutral damage from fairies. It won't take super effective damage, but it will take neutral damage compared to other steel and poison types that will be taking resisted damage. So it functions as a fighting type raid attacker, but not really as a steel type, which is totally fine. It's still going to be super useful and super powerful. Now, in terms of PvP, Lucario is not super meta relevant, as you can see here, but you could run it in the Ultra League as Spice and maybe Great League as well, but it does rank over 200 in Great League right now. Force Palm, however, is probably a slight downgrade here, or at least just a side grade. Counter is a 2-turn fast move, while Force Palm is a 3-turn fast move. So that means it takes 2 turns to get through a counter, but it takes 3 turns to get through Force Palm. Now, Force Palm does deal more damage per turn. However, it also generates slightly less energy for your charged moves. So that lack of energy generation and Force Palm being 3 turns instead of 2 makes Lucario clunkier And given that it's already attack heavy and light on defense and stamina, being slower with Force Palm will likely hurt it in PvP. It is still an upgrade for raids though, and who knows, maybe this means a counter nerf is coming and Force Palm will turn out to be better in the end, but right now, counter probably better for PvP, or at the least counter and Force Palm kind of similar. All right, now let's talk about the top counters. Before I take this graphic away, just notice that its weaknesses are fighting, fire, and ground, taking 160% damage from all three of those. So either of those three are decent counter types. Now, in terms of what the best counters are, let's take a look at a graphic here from the Game Press website. So you can see our top counters up here. You'll see Primal Groudon with Mudshot Precipice Blades up there. Mega Charizard, also a good option with Blast Burn. Mega Blaziken also with Blast Burn. The fast move is counter there because remember Lucario is a steel type, so it is taking 160% damage from both fighting and fire. So that would be the best moveset for Blaze there. Mega Garchomp also good with Mudshot Earth Power. Reshiram, Fire Fang, Fusion Flare. Shadow Groudon, Mudshot Precipice Blades. Shadow Chandelure, Fire Spin Overheat. You'll notice there's a lot of Megas and Shadows up here, as there usually is with the top counters. There aren't any budget ones really in the top here, but a few of these, like Charizard, if you don't have the Mega or a Shadow, you can use that as a counter. Something like a non-Shadow Darmanitan or a non-Shadow Excadrill. I'll show you a few of those in a bit, or a non-Shadow or non-Mega Garchomp also works. Let's take a look at the second page though for a few more counters. So you can see that kind of continues here. We have things like Ho-Oh. Heatran might be a good one that was in raids recently with Magma Storm, so if you've got a good one of those, that could work pretty well. You have Shadow Machamp, Shadow Infernape. Again, those as non-shadows could function as some budget types as well. And then we get down into some of the more budget ones there, like Chandelure, Delphox, Lucario itself, Darmanitan, Blaziken. If you've got Victini already with Confusion and V-Create, and you don't have a lot of other good fire type, ground types, or fighting types, good chance to use a mythical. That could be a fun one. And then here is a few other of the top budget ones: Conkeldurr, Emboar, Excadrill, and Garchomp. Garchomp maybe not quite as budget. It is a little bit harder to get, but it was out during Go Fest, and it does come out quite frequently. So if you've got a good one of those, but it's not Shadow or you don't have the Mega Energy, you can run it just as Garchomp. It'll still do quite well. And then a few other budget options here if you need to fill out your roster still include Machamp, Incineroar, Infernape, Typhlosion. And then if you don't have any of those and you still need to fill out your roster, just go with your best fire, fighting, and ground types with those moves. Remember, you want them to have those type of moves as well, and that will get you the best counters you can have for Mega Lucario. Now let's look at the best Megas to use quickly. If you're looking for the best Mega counter, use the ones from the counters list like Primal Groudon, Mega Blaziken, or Mega Heracross. In terms of the best Mega for Candy, there is some overlap with the counters, so both Mega Blaziken and Mega Heracross are top counters and will also boost your candy gains. If you don't have those and are sure you have a big enough raiding party to take Mega Lucario down quickly to get a lot of Mega energy, then you can go with one of the other Megas on the side here, like Mega Medicham, Mega Lopunny, Mega Steelix, Mega Scizor, or Mega Aggron. Just remember to go with whichever Mega you have at the highest Mega level, as that will get you the most amount of candy and the best chance at Candy XL. All right, everybody, that's all the information I have for you in this video. It is going to be an absolutely blast of a raid day. This is a fantastic Mega, one that we've been expecting for a long time. I'm super happy it's coming to the game. It's got a great shiny as well, so you'll have those boosted shiny odds, which for a Pokemon that you normally have to hatch, that is a big bonus. Definitely go after it if you can. Force Palm, better for raids, not necessarily as good for PvP, so you do want to try and get at least one good one with Force Palm on it if you can. But if you've got other Lucarios with counter that are like Hundos or Shundos, you'll definitely still be able to use them, and they'll work just fantastic with counter. And before we wrap it up, let's say a big thank you to our mythical members, Fallman, Assassin Octopus, Maddie B, Kate, and Body on a Planet. A big thank you to them for supporting the channel at the mythical level, as well as all of you who watch the videos, comment, like, come to the live streams, lurk, chat, all that fun stuff. You make this all possible, and I'm very excited to bring you more videos and more live streams about some exciting stuff, including the August content update, which just dropped today. So that's the next video. Watch out for that one on the channel. I hope you get all the shiny Lucario of your dreams, and we'll see you in the next one, friends.